Let's get right into it. Hello and welcome to my 75 Hard Video Journal, where I do hard things for 75 days and then I get on camera and I talk about doing hard things for those 75 days. What is going on, people? Today is day 26. Day 26 in my 75 hard journey. That means I've got 25 days in the books. So 25 days are officially logged in. I've officially logged in 1/3 of my days for 75 hard. So if it was 25 hard, I would be complete, but it's not 25 hard. Yeah, I mean, 25 days in, I'm in better spirits. I'm catching second wind. If you guys will count the day 22 or day 23, they all kind of blend together at this point. But if you caught one of those videos, then you know that it was taking a toll on me, guys. It was taking a toll on me. This whole journey, this whole process has been taking a mental toll on me, a physical toll on me. Just the wear and tear over the days and of continuously doing this is just, it's getting to me. It was getting to me. It was tough, but I was able to power through it, and now I've got some second wind. I'm ready to go. The thing about doing this, guys, is that 25 days in, I've still got 50 days left. Honestly, it's gone by pretty fast. As long as you just take it a day at a time, it goes by fast. Because if I were to stop now and look at how much time I have ahead, because I've got damn near 2 more months ahead of me. Even though I've got a whole month in the books, I still got 2 more months to go. So what I did actually in the beginning, or towards the beginning, probably around day 10, I started looking forward. I was like, okay, well, I've got 60 days left. Oh man, that's a good amount of days. It's gonna be a good amount of time that I've got to go through this. But once you just take it one day at a time, it just goes by so fast you hardly remember. So at this point now, with 50 days left in the journey, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about day 75. I'm not thinking about day 57. I'm not thinking about day 48. Today's day 26. I'm only thinking about day 27. So I have a general idea of what I'm going to be doing for the week up to come, the week that's up to come, because on Sundays I usually sit down with my schedule and I try to see what I have done for the week. I try to plan out my workouts so that I don't just wake up and have to do workouts. I try to see which days I want to go to Muay Thai, which days I want to go to the gym and do my strength training. And next week, guys, I'm starting to do jiu-jitsu. I'm going to get into jiu-jitsu, man. I've been looking at it. I've been watching a lot of UFC. So this is how it went. So I started doing my if we just take a step back, all the way back actually, around maybe December-ish, I started going to this fighting gym, this dojo, with one of the guys that I work with on my job. And so what he really specializes in is karate, some judo, and that's basically the main specialties over there, right? And so that's like a good that he only offered those classes about once a week. But when I was doing that, I fell in love with fighting. I love fighting, and I really enjoyed it. So I looked for local gyms around me, and I found this gym that offers Muay Thai. It also offers general MMA and also Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And so I started just doing the Muay Thai because I want to work on my stand-up game, right? But I've been doing that for maybe a month now. I've been progressing a lot, but and in doing so, I started watching more UFC, and I'm understanding. And there's a time that I was watching UFC a lot in college, but I stopped watching UFC for a good amount of time. So I watched it a little more, and I'm seeing the majority of UFC fights go to the ground. And so jiu-jitsu is really important in the UFC, and more so, personally, the way I think, more so than any other fighting style, jiu-jitsu is so disrespectful. It is. I think that's the most helpless position you could possibly be in is to be on the ground with another grown man that has you in some uh, painful position, and you're at his mercy. You can't do anything. You just have to wait until someone breaks it up or he decides to let you go. I think that's the most helpless position you could possibly be in. Even if you're fighting a boxer, because a boxer can knock you out, cool, but that happens quickly. So you'll get knocked out quick, boom, you probably won't remember it. Um, and even in boxing, if you get knocked out or if they hit you with one good shot, you can go back and say, well, he just had one good shot in, man. A sucker's chance, right? A puncher's chance. That's what they say, a puncher's chance in boxing. But when it comes to the sport of jujitsu, I don't think there's any sucker's chance. I think the most skilled fighter is usually gonna win that fight, right? So because I want to be a well-rounded fighter and I want to be able to have all the tools in my toolbox, I'm taking up jujitsu. That way, I'm not lying on the ground helpless against somebody who knows jujitsu. If anything, I'll be the one in power position, making them helpless. So, I'm definitely gonna be starting to do jujitsu. So we have gi jujitsu, and they also have no gi jujitsu. I'm gonna start off with the no gi. I'm sure eventually I'm gonna go into the gi too. So I'm gonna be working on that. The thing I like about jujitsu is that they have a belt system. Um, Not like Muay Thai. I don't know if this is a general Muay Thai thing or if it's just in my gym. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but my gym doesn't have a belt system for Muay Thai, but for Jiu-Jitsu they do. And so being able to go in a white belt and work through the ranks, because I don't want to make it seem like it's really easy to go through these belts, right? Because even for when you start off as a white belt, it usually takes around 2 years to get to the next belt level. So I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna go in there and work through and just get a black belt and be the best. What I've heard about jujitsu is that everybody who has a black belt is a black belt. So there's not any honorary black belts. So everybody who's got a black belt, they've got game, and that's why it takes a while. I've been told around 8 years it probably takes to get a black belt in jujitsu. So I don't know if I'm gonna be going that deep with it, but I definitely want to have some jujitsu in my game, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to do it. So I'm gonna be working on that. Uh, Starting off as a white belt, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That's gonna be going on next week. Um, but what I've really done, guys, is I found something that I love with fighting. It's something that I work very hard, right? I work very hard. I work hard at my job. I work hard on my real estate stuff that I do on my own. I work hard in trying to progress and trying to pass the PE test, but I don't really have many outlets. And there's been a problem that I've had for at least 3 years now, is that I do a lot of working hard, but I don't really have an outlet to release myself and to enjoy my time. And so now fighting and Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, even boxing, I wanted to go to a boxing gym. I just want to stick to certain things. I don't want to do everything all at once. But that brings me joy. I genuinely enjoy that. I genuinely enjoy working on technique, getting better, crisping up my form on all the movements and whatnot. And it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. I really enjoy it a lot, and I think most people should do it, man. I honestly think that everybody should have at least one form of fighting, one form of self-defense, or whatever it is, whatever you choose, karate, Muay Thai, BJJ, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, what is that? What else is that? Krav Maga, all that stuff. Um, at least one of them. At least one of them, just so you have some kind of knowledge. If push comes to shove, anything happens, you're able to defend yourself in some capacity, in some way or another, right? And me doing that, even though it took me up until I was 30 years old to start doing this, but I've really enjoyed it a lot. It gives me something to look forward to. It gives me something to look to lowest of key obsess over, because I watch a lot of content on fighting these days. So YouTube videos, I Google things. I even started watching UFC, The Ultimate Fighter. I've been watching those. I was watching the first season. I'm almost through it, but I don't really watch TV. Not even don't really. I don't watch TV at all. But The Ultimate Fighter is something that I have been watching just because it's an interesting show. I know it's been on for about like 20 or 30 seasons or whatever, however long it's been on. So I'm very late to the game. I'm just now watching season 1, but I'm enjoying it. I don't watch TV, but I'm enjoying this. So I think that's a win right there. Um, so for the sake of not rambling my life away, I keep telling you guys these are raw and uncut videos. So I sit here with nothing in mind that I particularly. Sometimes I have something in mind that I want to talk about, but I just rant and I just talk about the journey. I talk about what's going on. Like I said, these videos are mostly for me. I want to be able to look back on these videos in 2099 when I'm 106 years old and still in the best shape of my life, watching these videos and like, wow, man, at 30 years old, I was really doing all this. And I'm really enjoying everything. I'm really enjoying the whole process, and we are going to kill it. We're going to crush it. We're 1/3 of the way through. We got 2/3 of the way left, and it's going to be beautiful. With that said, today's day 26, tomorrow's day 27, yesterday's day 25, but for this video, I am done.